Hey, good evening, Mep here, Mep Investments. Hope you're all doing okay. Here with my daily recap of the markets and the economic news. Today, the markets opened up pretty flat, a little bit to the downside. But then as the day progressed, the selling pressure built after the Jerome Powell and Janet Yellen speech. I guess the market wasn't having it, didn't like what they were hearing, and sold off. So we had Dow Jones down almost 1%, S&P down 0.76%, Nasdaq down over 1%, and the small caps got annihilated, down over 3.5%. I mean, they took the Russell 2000 out to the woodshed, and basically beat the hell out of it. Bonds right now, yields are down, which is cooperating with the for the stock. So I'm sure the futures might be stable if the yields are down. That's the 10-year. Oil tumbled 4%. Germany's talking about locking down, and I had mentioned in my previous video that cases of coronavirus are upticking, and Germany was going to shut down, and there's more chatter of shutting down some places, so got to keep an eye on that. Oil is an integral part of the market, of driving the market higher. A lot of financials are involved with oil, and it's the commodity of the industrial complex. Natural gas is sitting at about $2.52. Gold is holding steady there. It's been pretty firm between $17.25 and $17.50. Silver's taking a little bit of a shellacking, and it's holding that 25 mark. It wasn't the 26, but it's getting beat up a little bit, and it's back down to a little bit over 25. Copper's holding over 4 still. These are the Asian markets. The Asian markets are getting destroyed tonight, except China. China's only down not less than 1%. I thought they had cryptos here. They do. Bitcoin down 2.5% to 54.4K. Ether down to 1,600, and they have XRP here at 54. And here are the futures. Dow Jones down 43. Actually, just ticked to 38.40, down 40. S&P almost flat. Nasdaq up a little bit. Let's take a look how accurate that is. 1 second. So what do we got here? All the currencies are pretty flat or down. The yen is up a little bit, and yen sometimes is a safety trade. Bitcoin down 550 to 54,435. Let's take a look at PayPal and Square. I'm sure they were down with the general market. PayPal held in there, down only 61 cents. That's pretty good for a tough day. And Square was down $3. So not that bad. Like I said, oil got pretty beat up, and it was trading. The last low was 58 and change. So we're below that low. So that's pretty tough. Well, it's good for the people at the gas pump, but not good for the shale, the Permian Basin, and the all the shale producers out there. There's the Permian, and there's the other one I forgot. Can't remember now. ES down 250. Gold holding steady. What else do we have here? Hogs 101. I guess his contract might have switched. So we've got hogs over 100. Feeders 145. Copper, I said 404. Holding the 4 mark. Lumber holding over 925. Cattle up over $1.20. Small caps up a little bit, $1.90. That got shellacked today. Platinum and palladium pretty flat right now. The VIX got increased a little bit with today's sell-off. They're a little red right now, but they were up on the day. And bonds are getting a little bit of a bid right now. That's why rates are down a little bit. Oh, what about the grains? Sorry, grains are flat. I really didn't do much, and I said that in my prior video. That I'm just being patient and watching. I didn't like the action. I mentioned the VIX in my prior video. The VIX was trading at 18. Let's see what we're at now. So it was up $1.42 to 2030. I think we could still see it go higher. I didn't see any particular names. I think after hours, Gamestop was on deck. And I just don't get that stock. It's just the fundamentals, nothing makes sense there. They were down to 154. I have no involvement in this position or in that stock at all. Let's take a look at some of the headlines. Don't think we had a lot of economic news. Take a look and see. Intel's going to be building 2 plants here in the United States. The stock was up after hours. Tom Lee says cyclical companies are the new growth stocks. I mentioned that in my video yesterday, and Kramer had talked about that. So I still like John Deere. I like Caterpillar. They had nice pullbacks. I would be adding to those positions. Ford, General Motors, Nucor, United Steel, Cliff, names like that. Alcoa was down big today. I'd be adding to companies like that. Here's another headline. Electric automakers must brace for rising battery materials costs. So we shall see if inflation is heading our way. Says here Intel spending $20 billion to build 2 new chip plants in Arizona. What else do we have? There was a big shooting in Colorado. My heart goes out to the families out there. We shall see. I saw Biden on TV today. He was talking about gun control, making it tougher, background checks, and on assault weapons. So my heart goes out to the families out there. GameStop shares fall 12% as company says it may sell stocks to fund, I guess, their business. I wouldn't touch out a 10-foot pole. Let's see what else. Robinhood to go public. Bank of America says COVID crisis will delay India overtaking Japan as 3rd largest economy. Kramer says market won't bottom until it sees another crescendo moment. I think we will see a good pullback. I'm about, I want to say 50% cash in the account right now, and I wasn't even active today. Might have did I think I did a couple trades. I think I did a put credit spread in MP, a rare earth metal miner, and I think I closed out that Facebook mistake I made, and because I was trading on my phone, Actually bought a laptop today because my kid hijacked my laptop, and my back's been sore, so I don't really want to work on the desktop. So I got a nice HP gaming computer at Target, $700. It's working pretty good. What other news? Let's see what else we got here. Home Depot, Lowe's touch all-time highs. 3 reasons why the trend can continue. I don't have any positions in those. Home Depot's a good one. Can't go wrong with that one. But I do own the, instead of just owning that name, Home Depot makes a big percentage of the Dow Jones. So if Home Depot has a good day, the Dow Jones will do good. So I added to I have the couple contracts of the Dow Jones micro future contract. Goldman still positive on solar industry. You can buy, let's see what TAN did. I like TAN. It was actually down big today. So might be a good time to maybe do, maybe a little bit lower is the 1 month chart. I can wait a little bit. Do maybe a put credit spread in there. That's a good way to get exposure to solar names through that ETF, TAN. I remember when this ETF was like $20. Look at that. Not even a year ago. Look at that. Not even a year ago. This thing was $26. Incredible. Wow. Shame on me. I should have been adding this and just kept that one. You can do the same with the marijuana. If you think marijuana will eventually look like solar, you can use MJ. This one was $13. Now it's over 22. You go to 6 month. See, it was actually 10. It was 10. And I think it hit 8 at some point. No, I guess 10 was the low, no? Yeah, looks like 10 was the low. That one's gone up too. So take notes. Maybe you can apply it to your strategy. What else we got here? A $3 trillion infrastructure proposal could boost these stocks. Caterpillar for sure is in there. Absolutely. Caterpillar and all the metal plays like United Steel, Cliff should benefit from that. I'm sure there's Vulcan Materials is in there. They do like asphalt. Vulcan. Yeah, they do asphalt and stuff like that. They've been around for a while. The stocks are all-time highs. This is a big infrastructure play. They do asphalt and other stuff like that. Think inflation's about to pop. UBS has 15 stocks. You have to be a member to get these pro picks or pro articles. That's their way of trying to make money. What does this girl say? Lira plunge is unlikely to spark capital outflows from emerging markets. I like emerging markets. You want exposure to emerging markets? EEM is a nice one. It was down today. I own this one to get exposure to emerging markets. As the dollar declines, that should do good. But the dollar is actually bucking the trend and is doing well. It's being resilient. Let's see what else. Lingering COVID symptoms pose really serious problem. Researchers say it's true. This is very true. My wife and kid had COVID, and my wife about a couple months ago, probably 2 or 3 months, and my wife still doesn't have taste or smell, unfortunately. Hopefully she gets that back. It's bad. Man, stinks if you can't taste the food. What else? What else do we got here? No, that's pro. I think that's pretty much. Let's see if there's any I think there was some real estate. Let's see what real estate is. As a consumer, only at 36%. Wow, that's funny. What else we got here? Yours already has debt forgiveness. It's just that barely anyone gets it. Consumers lost $56 billion to identity fraud last year. Here's what to watch for. We already talked about Tom Lee. Fed expands its look into risks that climate change poses financial system. And this guy Kaplan says he expects an interest rate hike in 2022. But that's not what the Fed is saying. So I don't know where this guy came up with this thing. I don't get it. Oh, look, this guy's trying this Rocket Man. Trump called him Rocket Man. He's trying Biden. I guess fires off first missile test since Biden takes office. What else do we got? I mean, it got a little bit more exciting today with the sell-off. We'll see if we get some more pressure. I still think we can go lower. I mean, I have some positions that, like the names I've mentioned, because I think those reflation trades will eventually work. That's what I'm betting on. I need to look into this. IRS makes more people eligible for 10,200 unemployment tax break. Let's see what real estate. I think there was something with let's see. Real estate. Oh, right, new homes. So new home sales take a hit as builders grapple with big delays and bigger costs. So lumber prices are astronomically high, all-time highs, and copper is very high as well. So that's why home sales take a hit. New home sales fall 18% versus estimate of 5.7. Here it is. Diana Olick, I think her name is. So we shall see these housing prices. They say a shortage of supply. That's the argument I have with my wife all the time. She says that real estate never goes down. I'm like, really? You don't remember 2008? Gotta be kidding me. So, orders, I didn't do much. I closed a couple futures with profits as scalps. I fixed my Facebook mistake. MP, I did a credit spread. I did a call calendar in Alcoa. I bought the small caps because it got annihilated. Costco, I took my gains because I had a good gain in one day, so I just took it off the table. And I did a broken wing butterfly to the put side on Boeing. So it's a bullish to neutral strategy in Boeing. Wasn't active at all. I think I'm waiting for more pressure. Did we look at the dollar? The dollar, 92.38. Small caps up a little bit. S&P down. Gold up $6. NASDAQ up 28, Dow Jones 40, down 48. My friend was asking me about one of the original subscribers, and he was asking me about Jamia. Jamia, let's see, 38. Well, it's gone down. And the options are expensive. When does this have earnings day here? When does Jamia have earnings? Let's see when Jamia has earnings. Jamia. Well, here it says it has no IV. Funny. Oh, it doesn't tell me the earning date on this one. Piece of crap. Don't know when the earnings date is. Maybe let's see here. Jamia earning date. Go. 2/24/21. So it passed. So the next one, it should be May 13th or 14th. All right. So we know more or less. It's got high IV, and they don't have anything until May 13 or 14. I don't know if these would be, there's volume in, there's not a lot of open interest or volume in these weeklies. So you can either go with these 24-day, because there's probably more action in these. If you want to go shorter term, you can go with a classic, just put credit spread here. Let's take a look at the chart on Jamia. Let's pull up the monthly 1 day. So the monthly 1 day, the low was 31.42, and they got a move at about $7 for the April 24th. So, I mean, you can, if you think it's overstated the move, you could sell. Let's do a vertical, and then probably can go with actually, let me do this single. The 35 has a 38% probability in the money. So safe bet maybe be if you could sell. Let me see. 33. And then how would I do it here? Add another option leg. And then maybe buy the 30. That's only going to give you about 65 cent credit on a $3 spread. I mean, I'm an aggressive guy, so I'll probably go with a 35 here. That gives you $1.31. $1.31 on a $5 spread. That's probably what I would do there. That's the way I would play it. I mean, it's been pretty sold off. So that would be my play there. I mean, you're getting less because it's only 24 days. Remember that. If you want to go out to the May cycle, but then you're going to be getting into earnings and you think they're going to have a good earnings, then you could do it over here. And you could probably go down to 30. I mean, or you could sell 25 put. So you're getting $1 for that. you got premium in here. So there's many ways you could do that, but that's how I would do it, Jamia. Put credit spread. Anyways, overall, I mean, there's everything was pretty beat up today. There was really nothing standing out to me in general. I mean, I was looking for deals, and it's just there's not a lot of, in my opinion, there's not a lot of setups I like. That's just my opinion. 1 second. These are the top most active ones. Just not a lot of stuff I like. Opening stocks were beat up, chips were beat up, just everything in general. There's just not a lot of stuff working. Like right now, just stocks aren't working, in my opinion. And that's why I'm 50% cash. And I'll wait till I see better setups. I just don't see a lot of setups out there that I'm like, oh, I either they're very overextended or they're falling. Just don't feel motivated. And you could tell in my message in my last video, yesterday's video, I kind of told you that in that video. Look at all the red. There were some opening trades, like not opening trades, but like COVID related names like Zoom. I think Peloton was up. You saw Netflix was up. Amazon was up. Adobe had earnings today. Your typical Verizon, Coca-Cola defensive stocks. Peloton, there's Peloton that was up. Oracle Software. Costco I had mentioned yesterday. Look, it hit 340. I knew it was going to go up. But it's just a sea of red. It's just red everywhere. Not a lot of stuff working at all. So you got to be careful, Wait till you see better setups. Anyways, I hope the video was helpful. I think the trend will continue. Just got to be patient and let it play out. But I think in the longer term, and I'm not talking about years, but in the next couple months, I think the cyclical stocks will lead. I think interest rates are going to go higher. And I think all those names that I've been mentioning will work out. Anyways, have a good night. And like the channel, subscribe, and put any comments below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.